Hey everybody, Max here. Today, we're going to be reacting to some more Kentucky Ballistics. This one's going to be Medieval Projectiles versus Modern Armor. How lethal was the Medieval King? Had hand gone? Wow, I definitely misread that entirely the first time. Okay, well, with the image of this one here, it looks like they got a spear attached to a gun. No, wait, that's not a spear. It's like a dart or some kind of weird thing on it. And then, of course, they got all kinds of different arrowheads. Now, the reason why I'm reacting to this one here is I love medieval stuff, so this is just right up my alley. I love watching medieval arrows and stuff getting shot at just about anything, so this is going to be a fun one. It looks like the main thing they seem to be practicing on is going to be this weird hand cannon thingy. It looks like it's got the classic little hand trigger, little tickler thing. I wonder if it's going to be all this dart ammo he's going to be shooting out here. It looks like he's got also what's supposed to be a fire incendiary shot ammo in the lineup there. I wonder if he's got anything else or if it's just going to be this main thing. But I think there's a good chance. If it's just going to be like a Kevlar armor with no plate, I think it's got a good shot. If it's got a plate in it, depending on how much force that thing has, maybe it might. We'll just have to see. Let's go ahead and get this started here. I'll put a link to the original in the description. If you enjoy, please leave a like. If you have any comments or things you'd like to react towards, please put them in the comments. And please do subscribe to help me build my community and help follow along more in the future for anything else we get going. Let's get it started up in here. Kentucky, take it away.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh.
Of course he's got the incendiary going off already.
Okay, here we go. Phew.
I wouldn't be surprised with how quickly that thing was setting ablaze and how black and charred that front was. I wouldn't be surprised if it broke off.
Oh my gosh, that was wild.
Okay then, so if it's doing it the style I think it is, the power this gun's going to have is going to completely ratioed by whatever amount of powder is going to be shoved in the back of that thing. So it might actually be slightly adjustable.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics.
Now that right there is a hand cannon.
And this is ye old boomstick. This is
Got
basically one of the first handguns ever made and was used in medieval times around the 1400s and 1500s. This is basically about as crude as it gets when it comes to a firearm. It is a barrel on a stick, basically, runs on black powder, and then you have
and just a little big old spike on the end in case someone gets a little close.
A rope style fuse here that you just touch to this little breech, and
does that technically make it a matchlock?
Will ignite your shot. After your one shot goes off, that's pretty much it. And then you just have a big club with a spike on the end of it. When I first filmed with ye old boomstick, I was using 8-bore 900 grain lead balls, but that's not really an accurate representation.
Ooh, I haven't got to that one yet. Ooh, that should be a fun one.
Of what they were using in medieval times. But this is basically a medieval bolt for your medieval handgun. It is a wood bolt with fins and then topped off with an iron pointy tip. And if you
they basically made it a hand cannon crossbow. That's nasty.
Ask me, this is a little more intimidating than a lead ball. We have several different types here, and these are actually time period correct.
Really?
These are hand forged iron tips that are replica.
Okay, well, I believe the tips are definitely replicas. They do. I recognize the bodkin, the piercers, the incendiary. We got all the classics in those on the heads. I don't know if these particular crossbow shaft type things are actually period accurate for this type of model weapon. In fact, I don't know if he actually made this or if this is a design he got from somewhere, but it's going to be interesting to see nonetheless.
From medieval sites in Denmark. And today we're going to put them to the test. Will a medieval handgun and a medieval projectile defeat modern armor? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty darn excited to find out. So let's go get set up and get started.
Depending how much power he uses, I have absolutely no doubts he could definitely pierce modern armor.
The only thing I hate worse than spam
more spam?
Is spam. But thankfully there's companies out there like today's sponsor, Aura, and they clobber spam. You know, there's companies out there called data brokers, and they make billions selling your information to marketers and scammers. But thankfully, there's companies out there like Aura. Aura is an all-in-one digital security, and you may already have a digital security tool, but not having Aura is like owning a helicopter and having arachnophobia. With Aura, you're going to get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus, password manager, and more. Also, US-based support
I swear everything has a VPN attached to it now, don't they?
available around the clock in case something goes wrong. So how does it make you feel that these companies are out there making money off of your data? Huh? What are you going to do about it? Well, I'll tell you what you could do about it. You could
I mean, pretty much every company has some sort of data selling project it has. Don't even let me get it started on Facebook.
swing over to aura.com/Kentucky, or you can click my link in the description down below. And when you do that, you're going to get 14 days free. And during that 14 days, you will find out where your information has been exposed and sold. Again, a big thank you to Aura for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
All right, well, you let him pay the bills there. I give that one about 7.5 out of 10. He just gave it all out there. There wasn't exactly an interesting product for me, so it kind of loses a point from that. Wasn't exactly any kind of background noises or anything on it. It was just him giving his spiel and moving on. Great. Felt a little long, though. I feel like the shorter the ad, the better.
Before we blast some body armor, I really wanted to
You could give one more for good measure there?
know what these things are capable of. So, we have a 16-inch block of 10% clear ballistics gel made by Clear Ballistics, and we're going to try to hit it with
Always wanted to learn how to make some of that.
one of our medieval projectiles, see what kind of damage we do. We are all loaded up and ready for our first shot, and I have to say, that is pretty gnarly looking. I definitely would not want that shot in my direction. We're going to take a shot at this ballistics gel. I only have so many of these, so I'm going to scoot up pretty close.
So, thoughts of what's about to happen here. Obviously, it's going to go up to the tip, 100% sure. Or, the question is, what's going to happen when it hits the fins? Will the fins go right through it as well and make their own cutting mark through there and then kind of break up through it? Or will it all go through it and... I have a feeling it might end up like folding. It's got two of options. It can either kind of fold in with itself in like a kind of, what's the word, like a wedge state as it's going through, possibly. Like that's one possibility. Or two, they just completely shatter off and break off from the wood. That's my other thought, because I'm not exactly sure how they're set in there. But let's see what happens.
Here we go. Oh! God!
I don't think he's dead.
I'll leave.
Okay, what happened to the fins? Did they stick or did they distort? I think it did what I thought it was going to do. I think...
That is stanky. Let's have a look at this. This is pretty darn impressive, if you ask me.
That's going to be a pain in the ass to get out.
Is wild. The fins got all wadded up inside the gel.
Yeah, they kind of... That's what I thought they did. I thought what was going to happen is, because they're not exactly perfectly straight, as they go in, they're going to catch on the flesh of this thing here. And as they do, it's going to cur in as it goes in there. That's kind of like a screw in a way. So that's why I figured it was going to happen.
You made it all the way through the block. That is crazy.
That's going to be a pain.
Crazy.
Yeah, you're
pretty
not pulling
impressed with those medieval projectiles. Let's see if I can even get that out of there. That's
no,
kind
that is not going out, man.
of difficult.
Worst thing about it, you're not going out the front way very well either, too. That thing is up. That thing's in there.
Oh man, I can taste all of the whatever comes out of the end of that thing. Oh, see if I can just pull it out of here. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Those fins put a pretty good slit in this, so I bet I can just pull a
maybe
Captain America with a log here and just kind of. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
we're getting there. Maybe I can.
No,
Push
you're
it
gonna have to
through
get
now.
more.
There we go.
Oh wow, they really did fold up in there, didn't they? They fold up real good. Dang.
There you have it, folks.
That thing is not firing again.
That is pretty impressive. I figured that this would have sliced through the whole block, but it made it about halfway before these little things got wadded up. But that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Pretty darn impressive if you ask me.
Maybe they have to be like straight, like full-on hard iron or something before they actually go in without deforming. Maybe it has to be some very hard and stiff stuff, because otherwise, if it's thin like that, it's gonna fold and buckle. But then again, that just might be intentional. If it's a an actual battlefield thing, that would be damn near impossible to get out of a person. You're dead.
Let's move on to some body armor, shall we? We are loaded up with yet another medieval projectile, which is very, very pointy, and we've already seen what it can do to the gel. But now we have some premier body armor. This is soft armor, and it's level 3A, so it's rated up to 44 Magnum. I have a 5-gallon water jug behind it, or inside it, and now we're gonna see what would happen if a medieval time traveler made it to 2026. Okay, I'm gonna try to...
The question is it rated as just Kevlar? Because if it is, then it's a possibility that the bolt could force through like the fibers and possibly get through. But if it's got plating behind it, I think there's a good chance it's going to catch it. Question is the head going to at least pierce enough to actually get through and be lethal? It's definitely going to stop at the fins, that's for sure.
So aim this thing. Ah, I think I hit it.
And look what happened. Oh! Wait a minute. I can't tell if it went through the actual armor portion or if it just went through the side portion.
Ah, I just nicked it. It's one thing about black powder, so you get this big old...
But what I thought was going to happen was right. It got completely stopped at the fins. Like, considering it's all cloth and stuff, it's going to get caught by those fins.
Cloud. You don't even know if you hit them yet until the cloud clears, you know? Just nicked it.
Completely missed the armor.
That is pretty gnarly. So this is armor. There is no like cloth through there. The actual armor is there. And we made it through it. We went through both sides.
I would figure that the chest portion would have like a stronger portion there, like a thicker Kevlar portion besides, or maybe he's just talking about the plate at all.
Now we did miss the 5-gallon water jug, so that would affect it. But my goodness, that's pretty stout. Holy cow.
It's basically a giant staple.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, I'm gonna get loaded up. Oh, we broke it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a piece of wood make it through body armor. Never had to pull wood out of body armor. That's tough. It's like gripping it so hard. Ugh.
Imagine if that's going through your flesh, where if the flesh is elastic, so it grips just as much as that armor would. It hurts to get those out of you.
Well, if you did have one of these medieval bolts make it through your body armor, good luck getting it out. We are loaded up with another medieval bolt, and this one is pretty gnarly. If we made it through the body armor with that last one, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna do it too.
Funny thing is, it's sharper, but it's thinner, if you know what I mean. Depending on how that thing is made, compared to the squared one here of the bodkin, the bodkin's actually made for armor piercing. But the sharper points like this, that's for piercing people. So, depending how that armor is, it might, I'm not gonna say it's a bounce, but it might be go a little less through. It depends.
All right, here we go. Oh,
I think he's getting slightly better at shooting that thing. Well, screw what I said. Jim went right on through. Probably even better. All the way through.
Oh, I tell you what, if there was a medieval time traveler with a ye old boomstick, I'd be a little worried. Let's have a look. We had a good
I'd be worried once.
hit right there on the front of the armor. Our little
that thing is smoking. What the heck is that?
wings are all busted up, and we definitely made it through the first side of the armor. And holy cow,
Jesus.
we made it through the back side as well.
Oh, it's like, as soon as it gets to the fins, it's the force of it is like shattering it in the middle there too. So that's very stressful on that whole bolt.
I have to say, I have been shooting body armor
But that piece that's just there, that's kind of burning attached to the chest, that's nasty.
on this channel for a very long time, and it's pretty rare that you see something go through the front and the back, even with soft armor. This is level 3A armor. It is very tough, and that does not happen very often. This is actually pretty impressive. We're also a little bit on fire. We got a little bit of something from that gun that's burning, but wow, I'm gonna have a really hard time.
Maybe it's a wad of packing or whatever, however they load the thing.
I'm getting that out of there. I don't know how I'm gonna get it out.
Just
The
leave it
wood
there. You're not getting that
Going
out.
through the body armor, which I've never messed with before, is especially grippy, and you just can't pull it out. I guess I'm just gonna have to break them off
And leave them
to
in
actually
there.
get in there.
That's unfortunate, but damn.
Dude, I can't even get that out of it. Look at that. Dang. That is nasty. Let's see here.
You know, what the real thing is working is the combination of that pure force plus the mass of the bolt. The reason why it stops bullets so well is that there's tiny little packages. So no matter how fast you shoot them, there is a bit of a wall that they eventually do kind of, if they stop against, they just shatter and lose a lot of energy. But when you got a lot of mass punching through it and the size of a whole shaft that is able to hold itself together and give it a nice sharp point that's not going to break, oh yeah, it's gonna go through.
So not only would you be severely damaged from one of these bolts, but you'd also be stapled together. Oh,
Eesh.
my goodness. The tip is completely unscathed.
Dang.
I mean, it is still perfectly good. We could
That's some pretty darn good metalwork.
use it again, minus the
I wonder if that's actually forged metal or like stamped.
bolt. But getting that out of the body armor, that is the problem.
Once again, imagine that's a person that's through. And oh,
There we go. Wow. Okay. I did not expect these to be that effective. I thought they were going to be pretty effective, but not this effective. I'm going to put this body armor back together, get a new 5-gallon water jug. We're going to try out another medieval projectile. So this next tip
be kind to your jugs.
is rather interesting. It's not made for penetration, it's made for fire. So you would stuff this little cage with something flammable, and then you would shoot it and hope that it sticks into something that is flammable. I don't expect this to make it through the body armor, but I am curious to see if this thing stays lit after we fire it. Holy
Definitely.
cow.
I mean, if it's coming out like that, it definitely will. But there are some that are. There was someone that was just kind of like wrapped around when it's flying. Those kind of would peter out. But yeah, depending on the source that you put in there, it could be surprisingly well. But you gotta have a really good incendiary device type thing to hold it all together on that, or else it. Incendiary, because if it's going for like a very far distance thing, there is a chance the air will snuff it out. But in this case, at this range, I don't think we got to worry about that.
Oh my gosh! Ah! Okay!
What the heck? Did he put gasoline in that thing, or what is it? What is that thing made of? That thing is cooking.
Here we go! Phew. Oh my gosh! That was wild!
Then again, maybe we do have a problem with keeping it lit. Oh my god! It's just the fireball just kind of hangs there for a moment until the smoke catches up. Jesus! aerodynamics on the thing got completely shattered, apparently. Jesus. And no, I just went completely out.
I reviewed this.
I figured it was going to stay a little bit more lit because of how close it is, because I thought it would be like the longer in the air it was, it would be the one, it would snuff it out from the air itself. But then again, it just went bam, boom, outpaced the actual fire. Jeez.
Slow-mo footage, and for one, that thing was moving so fast that it left the fire behind. I'm pretty sure the fire went out before it even got to the body armor. And then we kind of hit this kind of in a funny way. I believe that the bolt may have broken before we even made it over here, and that may be due to the extra weight that I had in the front of it. Maybe I should have used something a little more light for my kindling, or whatever you would call it, something lighter.
But even if you did, it would just still go out immediately as well too. Now, this thing, not good for incendiaries.
To stay on fire. So we hit this, we definitely did not penetrate it. Then the bolt exploded.
You would have a better time just throwing it like a dart.
And the tip is up here. There we go. It's not even in the...
I'm telling you, man, you might want to put like a tarp or something here, so that way it's a lot easier to find stuff where it lands.
Burn was just laying there. So all of this is still intact, but that is pretty heavy, and it does appear that the tip broke off. So the flame did go out, and the bolt did break from the extra weight, but my flame transportation material is still all intact, and the tip, the actual cage, did not break. So we know now that we can defeat modern armor with our medieval handgun and medieval projectiles. But what about modern hard armor?
Here we go. Okay, this is the stuff I was really thinking about.
This is a premier body armor, level 4 ceramic plate, and this thing has already been shot with a 277 Fury and ate it for lunch, but it still has a lot of life in it. So now we're gonna hit it with one of our medieval bolts and see what happens.
Now here's gonna be the real test. This is the tough cuff stuff that I don't think it's got much. What type of head's
I'm loaded up with another pointy medieval projectile.
Okay, bodkin there. Okay, that's got a good chance of going through, I think. At least shape-wise, it has a good chance. Question is if it'll maintain enough force to make it through on that. At the very least, it's gonna make a dent in it. I got a good feeling it's gonna leave a dent.
Let's see what happens when we hit that ceramic
plate. I don't
plate.
think it's going through. Oh.
I think I hit it.
Yeah. Does it leave a dent? Wait, is the head in it?
Oh, yeah. We hit it all right. Look at that. Man. So our projectile broke. But my goodness.
It dented it. It did what I thought it was going to do. It dented the sucker.
It still did more damage to that plate than I thought it would have. But we did not come anywhere near penetrating that plate. So soft armor is definitely vulnerable to medieval weaponry, but not hard armor. Up next, we're gonna swap back to the 8-bore 900 grain lead ball and see what kind of damage this does to modern soft armor. And
oh, you're doing the soft armor. Oh, that's going down. Well, wait a minute. Since it's a bigger projectile and just rounder, it might have a chance of catching it. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain. I think it's a pretty heavy mass too, so no, I think it's going to go through with it. I don't think it's going to be able to catch it.
Just for reference, the powder load that is used for this ball is double what we were using for the medieval projectile. So it should
definitely then.
Be kicking pretty good. Whoa, we're going to have to hang on to this one.
I don't know if it did go through. It did go through.
This thing is a lot of fun.
I realized something. If he actually lost his grip on this sucker, that spike, oh god, if he ever lost his grip on this thing, that spike is gonna pull back and nail his hand. Oh Jesus, that actually would hurt. Oh, got it in the side plate again.
Let's have a look. Well.
No, I didn't.
Oh, here's where I hit. Right there. So hit it. Definitely did not penetrate it.
Is that like pressed Kevlar or something? How is this thing made? It doesn't seem like it's a metal plating type.
And then it just spun it, and I guess the ball went somewhere over there. Actually, I stand corrected. It's literally just right here on the ground, and it's kind of smushed. So there's the back.
Yeah, you ain't
It's
firing
all
that
blackened
again.
from the black powder. And there's the front. You can see all the little fibers from the body armor that got smushed into it.
I would like to see how it would do against the hard armor, though. I think it might shatter it. Well, not shatter it, but it's going to do some more damage towards it like the other one did.
So it did not do a whole lot to that body armor. The lead ball is probably producing more energy than the medieval projectiles, but it's definitely not penetrating like the medieval projectiles. There's one more thing I want to do today with my medieval handgun, but before we do, I want to tell you about my book, Boom Pow, I'm Braver Now, and the big
It's such a cute looking book, isn't it?
cause behind it. If you have a little one in your life that needs a story about facing your fears and getting back up when life knocks you down, then you need to check out my book. Boom Pow, I'm Braver Now is a book inspired by my
Such a cute rhyme.
accident from 2021 and teaches you about getting back up when life knocks you down and facing your fears. And the best part about this book is the cause behind it. A portion of every book sold goes to the Parker Project to help families whose children are fighting cancer. And we have a specific family picked out and a big goal. We're trying to pay for their rent for an entire year. And if we hit that goal, we're going to destroy my helicopter. There's two ways you can help.
I wonder how they plan on destroying the helicopter, but probably is it going to be boom booms or is it going to be shoot shoots?
Help us meet our goal. One, you can swing over to bravernowbook.com and pick up an awesome book. Or if you want to donate to
Or maybe he'll rent a tank.
the family directly, there's a link in the description down below. It's a win-win-win if you ask me. You're getting an awesome book, you're helping an awesome cause, and you're going to get to see a helicopter get destroyed.
Honestly, for what I've seen of that book, if you got kids, I would recommend it. I don't, so I'm not going to buy it, but if I did, I think I would buy it because it looks very adorable and the message sounds good.
So for my last trick or test,
I want to see the ball try against the hard armor. I think it had perform differently.
we're going to see how far one of these will go. So I'm going to just kind of
Oh, a range test. Oh, we're going straight up. 45 degrees is usually the best.
point it upwards at a slight angle, and we're just going to see what happens. It seems like a good idea, right?
Just make sure nothing's downrange.
Here we go.
Fire in the hole.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Scott, what direction's the wind going in?
Get me out of here. Okay, I am not really sure where that went. It went really high. I'm guessing it went this way. Let's check behind the berm real quick. See if we can figure out where it landed.
I get it.
You know what? It's definitely not over there. Oh, check this way. Still telling where it went, right?
Ooh. Well, there goes another table.
That hurt. Looks like the body armor is spike proof.
Tables are not.
Why don't you break? You stupid table!
There it goes.
That's more like it.
Flippity floppity.
Well, that's going to be it for
Flippity floppity. That's destruction of property.
today's video. Let me know what you'd like to see me shoot next with a medieval handgun. Be sure and give this video a like, and if you enjoyed today's content, be sure and hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to pick up a nifty Kentucky Ballistics t-shirt, swing over to KentuckyBallistics.com. There's a link in the description down below. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.
It would be funny if he actually left that little thing out there and it just hit it, but nah, that was just a bit for sure. Oh, that was adorable. And then that's just all his Patreon folks. Well, I thank y'all very much for joining me through this. Yeah, I was actually kind of amazed that I actually managed to call the wings folding in on themselves on that. I kind of was just taking a guess on that one here of what I figured was going to happen once they met something tough against them. But oh my goodness, that was fun. I wish I got to see what has happened if he fired the ball projectile at the hard armor. I think it would have done a bit more damage, at least dent-wise. I don't know if it would go all the way through it. He did say it was ceramic, but well, who knows what I was seeing with that. I thank you very much for joining me through this one. It was a fun video. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like. If you have anything you'd like me to react towards, please do leave it in the comments. And please do subscribe to follow along with me for some future hijinks. Thank you very much. Y'all take care now and live life to the max.